Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? Today is my day 193. 193. Can y'all believe it? Oh my gosh. And I have a show and tell for you guys today. Okay. We got to keep these videos exciting since I do two a day. All right. First of all, before I get into my analogy, I just want to showcase today's lovely pair of costume earrings are, let's see, I'll take them out. These are, my eyes are green, and so whenever I wear green, my eyes show up better. So these earrings are like green sparkles. They're really cute. Okay, so those are my costume earrings today that I'm not throwing away, but I'm keeping in my toolbox. All right, so I have a story before I get bouncing because I have show and tell. Hi, Ginger. I have show and tell, so I can't bounce and show y'all my show and tell. All right, so here's the story. This morning at like 6 o'clock, Joy woke up with a upset. Woke up like at 2, and we went outside, and I could see she was trying to eat grass, so that means she's got an upset stomach, and so I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be a while. So I went and sat down on the couch and half asleep, waiting for her to come back inside. And then this morning, again, she woke up like at 5:36. The sun wasn't really even out yet. The sun hadn't risen yet. And so we went outside and it was cool, like a cool front came. And so I decided to go actually sit out on my Chase Lounge in the cool air, 6 o'clock. Just like normally, I don't go outside. I just think I'm going to go back to bed. But today I went and sat outside and just kind of listened to the birds and everything. It was really nice. I'm not usually up that early with the sunrise. And then I started looking at my pot plants that were overgrown, like they were too big for the pot. And so I needed to move them around. And here I am in my nightgown. And so it's Mother's Day weekend. And this is my first Mother's Day without my mom. And my mom loved to have her hands in the garden and dirt and plants and pots. And I just thought, I'm going to move those pots around while I'm out here in this cool, cool weather. Plus, I'm moving, so I need to kind of concise pots and get rid of pots that I'm not going to carry with me, but transfer into better pots, that kind of thing. So, also, I'm giving a friend some of my pots, so I wanted to clean them out. But here's my show and tell, okay? As my hands were digging in the dirt and I was thinking about my mom, there was one plant that I was scooping out to remove. I had just planted it from somebody had thrown the plant away, and it's actually this plant right here, okay? So it's just like some kind of little thing that you plant in your front yard, like in a flower bed or something, and they usually come up lots of them, lots of these plants. So I was digging this plant up, okay? This is all you could see above the soil. And I was digging down in the dirt, and I want to show y'all how much of a root system this one plant had, okay? So can y'all figure out the analogy that I'm going to use on this channel? I think you've probably heard my analogy before. I used it one other time with the plant, okay? So this is what is happening in our body. All we see is the body at this level. We do not see what is going on underneath the surface of our skin. And in a lot of ways, our root system is being developed. We're getting stronger bones, we're getting stronger muscles, we're strengthening our blood vessels, we're strengthening our heart. All of this is going on underneath our surface. And so when you think about what you're seeing on the front side in the mirror and you're like, man, I don't see any changes, I want you to remember this root system. and just think about all the roots that are actually occurring inside your body from your rebounding when you're doing something like rebounding that's good for you. I know this is true. I know my root system is growing strong because I feel it. I feel like when I lay down, I feel my legs are harder, they're stronger, they're thicker and, like in a solid kind of a way, not thicker, like they're tighter, so less fluid, more muscle. So, y'all, it's been like almost 6 months, if not, if maybe it has already been 6 months, but of consistent rebounding. And I just remember I said yesterday that this whole thing is a mind game. You just have to convince yourself that it's what you want. And then you got to keep your mind strong to keep yourself going when your mind wants to tell you to quit. So, the plant is my analogy for today. I repotted like 4 plants this morning. My fingernails and hands, I got them pretty clean, although I see a little bit of dirt, but I washed them and they're really, really, really dirt filled from this morning. Oh, something else I'm going to say. I think it was Suzette. Somebody, let's see, was it Suzette? Somebody said on the comments last night that they were glad that I reminded them to hydrate, because they're not getting their 2 liters in per day, and they're glad to have the reminder. And I'm just, that comment helped me remember that we all need reminders in our lives. And so a lot of times you're going to hear me say the same thing in my videos because I know not the same people see the same videos. So I say it for the next person. So if you've heard it before, just consider it one more good reminder that sits in your head to help keep you reminded of the things that you want to do and the things that you know are good for you. All right, Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. All right, now we're good to go. It's Friday. We're moving on and grooving on. It's Friday. We're gonna get our movement in. It's Friday. Okay, I'm not gonna be too silly. So, you know, guys, I consistently say I'm not dieting, okay? However, it's so interesting to see and feel like I can feel my body changing in the smallest way. Like, for instance, my stomach is tighter, like it's just smaller and tighter. Alexa, stop. Like right here, it's just tighter. I don't know if it's the muscles are tighter. I don't know if it's because the fat and the fluid is less. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel it. I feel it in my clothes. I feel it in how it feels when I'm jumping. I like have less movement in that area. Everything feels pulled in and tighter. And so I'm just sharing that because everybody knows that if we diet, if we restrict our flour and our carbs and our pastries and our croissants or whatever we're eating, we know we're going to probably drop weight. I'm just making the point that I'm not I'm not dieting, I'm not restricting, and my body's still changing. The problem is that for a lot of people is that it's just slow. And so I'm just patient because I'm choosing my choices. Like if I wanted a faster result, I would stop doing those things. So clearly I want to do those things more than I want the faster result. But I woke up this morning thinking about it. A friend and I had a conversation yesterday about motivation and what's it going to take and when is it going to come and how am I going to do it? You know, that kind of stuff. But I recognize like when I'm ready, I will do it. I'm not ready. And then someone says, well, what's going to make you ready? And I was thinking like, well, I'll know when I feel it because it'll happen. I mean, I've done it before. But clearly, you know, like, because the truth is we are very powerful beings. And when you're ready, you'll do whatever it is too. We do what we want to do. Just like eating the wrong foods. We want to eat the wrong foods and we do it. That there's no compromise there. When we want to eat the right foods, we'll do it. I guess the shift is figuring out that your brain wants to eat the right foods and doesn't want to eat the foods that cause results that you don't like or that I don't like. The truth is, though, everything has a cause and effect. And so when you know what the cause and effect is, if you do the cause, you're just accepting the effect. It's pretty simple. We make it complicated. We want to put all this emotion and issue around it. It's pretty much a decision. Everything in life is a decision. It's funny because I can tell that today's workout is going to be longer for me. It's going to feel longer. I feel it in my legs. Oh, I wonder why my baby Joy has a hurt tummy. Maybe her tummy's hurted. Poor thing. She's in her bed down there, curled up, trying to relax her nervous system. Oh, I cannot wait to have a cup of coffee this morning. I really wanted one at 6 o'clock. Alexa, 5 more minutes. Okay, now we're going to spend 1 minute thinking about what we're grateful for. And if you want to, you can share it on the comments in the chat. Even if you're watching this as a replay, we care and we love your comments. Comment away. All right, Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, stop. Okay. So right before the buzzer started, I was making that comment about a cup of coffee and how I was looking forward to it. And it made me realize I'm so grateful that I have a coffee brand that I enjoy and that I like and that it's pleasant and it is pleasing to me. And it's from Costco and it's down here in the South. I don't think y'all have it everywhere. I think it's only in certain places. It's called Ruta Maya. And I'm just grateful that I enjoy it and that I'm looking forward to having it when I finish this workout. I really wanted it when I was sitting outside in the cool air this morning, but I didn't make it. And I'm thankful that my stomach feels smaller. That always feels good because it feels like not just like one day smaller, it feels like it's getting smaller. You know, you can have some of those days where you feel less bloated. It's not like that. It feels like it's shrinking. And I was noticing, I looked at the video, somebody made a comment, and then I had to go figure out what they were talking about. So I went and watched the video to see somebody, I think it was Susan, somebody liked my analogy, Sarah, it was Sarah. Someone liked my analogy about the defense lawyer, how you have to have more defenses when your ego wants to come up with arguments like a prosecutor. So I went and watched to see what I was saying, to know the thing I was talking about, because I don't remember. This stuff just comes off the top of my head. I don't even remember half the stuff I talked about. And I was noticing, I was like, my butt looks smaller. So I was noticing that in that black, when I was wearing that black tank top and black pants, exercise pants, I was like, my butt looks like it's shrinking. It wasn't like sticking out as much. So, you know, you can't see your butt. It's behind you. So I'm grateful for that, if that's the truth. Maybe that's why my stomach feels smaller. Hey, I'm curious. When I'm talking to you guys and y'all are exercising with me, do y'all talk back to the camera? I mean, do y'all talk back to your phone like you're talking back to me? That would be really funny to find out. As I'm talking to y'all like this conversation, I'm curious, like, do y'all ever answer out loud or do you just answer in your head? That'd be fun to know. All right, 10 minutes is over. Alexa, stop. All right, here we go. The jolt session, my last 30 seconds. Picking up the heart rate at the end. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last off. Play, woo. So glad that's over. I did it. What's today, day 193? Is that right? I don't know. I think I'm losing track. I'm losing track of my days. Woo! Let me get my breath. Woo! Slay the day. Slay the day. Sometimes I answer. Sheila, that's so funny. I love hearing that. That's so funny, Sheila. Like you're talking to me, your workout buddy. I love it. Here's one more shot before I go to remind you of all the good that's happening underneath. All right? All the good is happening underneath. Don't forget it, because sometimes you can't see the product. Okay? Have a great afternoon. I'll see you this afternoon for my 5-minute booster bounce. I think I'll do it in the afternoon versus tonight. Who knows, though? We'll see how the day goes.